Hi guys, Michael in Las Vegas. I wanted to put a video out there, something that is becoming more and more of a concern in the practice, especially here in Las Vegas. I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying it's a situation that's tending to cause a lot more obstacles to service delivery than maybe a lot of people have anticipated. For whatever reason, here in Las Vegas, I don't know if it's a regional thing. I don't know if it's pretty much happening in lots of population centers in the United States, but we're getting a lot of refugees and immigrants from Africa, and one of the things that's pretty alarming is causing a lot of problems as far as helping their clients get these services is there's a lot of language barriers. And considering that a lot of folks are now ended up in Las Vegas from the eastern part of Africa along the Horn, but it seems like there's just as many from the west side, Nigeria as well. And part of the pickle is that when it comes to language, a lot of people in those areas are not only speaking a language, but they're speaking I don't know if it's a dialect, I don't know what it is, but it's almost like a very tribal thing. It's even people from a lot of the same geographic areas aren't speaking the same language, and it's causing us a lot of problems. The agency I work at obviously has translation services contracted, and we're able to call this line in real time, and they're able to simply translate what we're trying to do with a lot of these clients. But even they are having a very, very difficult time getting our messages and the client's concerns across to us. Another problem that we're having with a lot of the refugees and people coming from Africa is there are some very instilled and highly ingrained social beliefs and family themes that they're kind of hard to work with in this country. Many of the ladies are simply not open to going to look for work. It's in some of these cultures, I guess it is that the ladies don't work; they stay home. They do a lot of the domestic stuff. They take care of the children and those kind of things. But in the United States, often it's required that both parents work, and in many cases, it is only a one-parent household, which is the mom. So the language barrier, coupled with an inability or unwillingness to, enter the workforce and allow somebody else to care for their children in daycare or something, it's just another barrier. Another problem we have is clothing, and I think I brought this up in a previous post. I'm not sure if it was for this class, maybe last semester, but there was one lady from Ethiopia, I think, and she was wearing a very loose-fitting type simple dress thing that they wear, and she was having a very difficult time getting interviews, and once she gets an interview for a job, she was getting absolutely zero response. And we talked to her about not wearing her traditional garb, and maybe us giving her a voucher to go out to the mall and get some clothes or whatever the case may be. And she just flat out refused. There's no way that she was going to trade in what she was wearing for what it is that we thought that she should be wearing. I don't know if it's a social thing. I don't know if it's a religious thing. I don't know. And frankly, I don't even care. But I just wanted to be able to help her to be as successful as possible. And it was just more and more of these unwillingness to assimilate is just making it very, very difficult for case managers to work with them. I'm not saying it's only the populations from Africa. I'm just saying that this is what we're seeing more and more of. They, it's just so hard to try to take someone who has been brought up in a culture and in a family and in a lifestyle, and just totally ask them to change. And a lot of things that we do in America are just 180 degrees out from what a lot of other countries are doing. And a lot of the things that they resent about us is the fact that we are asking, some ladies to do certain things and to dress and behave in certain ways and talk and engage with people in ways that we find appropriate. So I guess my question was going to be, is anybody out there also noticing a an increase or an influx in immigrants from the from Africa, or is it just something that maybe we're just catching here for right now? Oh, there goes the dog. All right, guys, I look forward to hearing your responses, and feel free to just share your questions and concerns. I'll do the best I can to answer whatever they are. Thanks a lot, and have a good night.